All right, this rear filter has always given me a little bit more trouble than the front filter. I think it's just because of the location. There's the drain plug for the bowl. You can put a hose on there and drain that out. I've tried to put a hose on there, it never stays on. But I'm going to use a hose to drain it, and then I'll show you how to take this off and take it apart and put it back together. That little electric anode there, that has to get put into the new fuel filter. So there's a tool for that. I've got that. That's going to be next. All right, this is the hose that I'm going to use to drain that rear fuel bowl. 3/8 inside, 1/2 inch outside. And I believe that's the same size hose that I have on the front fuel bowl as this one right here. And I can't remember what I got this one for. It might have been for that, but this works on both. 3/8 inside, 1/2 inch outside. All right, guys, you see where you put it on right here. You can try to zip tie this on. I've never been able to keep it on. I've seen some people route them down somewhere over here and zip tie them, but I find just keep the hose handy when you're doing these fuel filter changes. You can put it on here. You can run this down into a bowl. I'm going to go grab that bowl up at the front of the truck and put it in there. We'll get this fuel bowl empty and then we'll take it off. All right, I got it hooked up. I got it down here into my bowl. And you should be able to turn this if it doesn't come loose on you. You should be able to turn this and the fuel will run right out. And then that'll save you a little bit of a mess trying to take that off. All right, all you need here is an oil filter wrench, preferably one like this. Then you'll get up here on this and you'll turn it counterclockwise and it'll spin off. And this does get messy, so if you're doing this yourself, be prepared. Little helpful tip, take this off first. That'll allow that to spin around, so then you don't break that off. All right, we got it out. And now we're going to take this new one out. There's our new one. They've got all the O-rings down in there. That's a first. That might be interesting to take out. So I'll get my tool, I'll take this off, I'll open this up and I'll check them O-rings out. All right, here's the tool for changing this out. I think this came on Amazon for like 12 bucks. And I think it's worth every penny, in my opinion, but you don't have to. You could probably use some pliers and mar this thing all up. But if you use this tool, it keeps that plastic on that thing in mint condition every time. All right, this O-ring here, you're not going to need this bag, tear this apart. This O-ring goes on here. What you'll do is you just take this off with your pick. Slide the new one on like that. Slide that on there, tighten this down like this. snug it up. That O-ring will make a seal. Now you're ready to install this in the back. What I like to do with these is I like to put a little bit of diesel fuel in there so they're not dry, and it's easier on your fuel system when it's priming. All right, she's all primed. She's ready to go. I'm gonna put her in and plug it all back in, and it's just a reverse to what you saw. You just put it back the same way you put it back together, the same way you took it apart. All right, we got some organic shop floor dry. And then there's our new fuel filter installed, plugged back in. Everything's tightened up, and it's primed with fuel in there, all ready to go. And that's all there is to it, to replacing the rear fuel filter on your Ram 2500 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel.